light hits it, it refracts the light, and you actually get this rainbow coloration. In fact, I carry one in my pocket.
A real rock,
yes.
guys?
It's a mineral.
Mineral.
Yeah, it's a mineral. Yep.
Right here in loosely related stadium.
Bro, we run it.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Hey there, welcome back to Loosely Related. I'm your host, Jackson Weddle, and this week we have with us the wonderful soil science professor, Alex Taylor. Alex, thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you do and what you do here at Northwest?
I teach primarily soil science here at the university, though by training I actually started off as a geologist, worked for a number of years, and then came back to soil science. My first PhD was in geology, and then my second one was in soil science from Mizzou.
Well, you rock. Thank you for being here today. So I really heard that you're into video games and cars.
Yes.
So this week we took that and we turned it into a very fun activity. We're going to be playing a little bit of Mario Kart today. You ready?
Already? Yeah, absolutely.
Along with just Mario Kart, we're going to be doing some questions to go with it, just to shake it up a little.
Okay.
And we're going to have one very fun round where it's just rapid fire questions. Let's get started. Okay, you get the option. What cup are we going to choose?
That's a great question. Let's see. I haven't not played most of these, but let's start off in London. How about that?
Yeah,
let's go travel.
Likes London. So in your email signature, you have a quote.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that quote?
Okay, so interesting story. So that's from the movie Harvey, when the main character is kind of describing his philosophy on life. And it basically refers to the fact that for years I was smart. Now I consider myself pleasant. I prefer pleasant. And it's meaningful to me because I've got double PhDs, and early on in my career I was a little on the arrogant side, honestly. And not everybody takes to that reasonably well. And so I kind of went through a shift, particularly about the time I went back for my second PhD, where I just said, you know what, I just need to kind of tone things down maybe a little bit and accept that other people have opinions too, et cetera. And so I just started adopting a new, a new philosophy on how to approach life and how to deal with people. That being pleasant and kind it buys you a little bit more than being the smartest person in the room scenario. So that's kind of where that comes from.
All right. 6th place.
8th.
We're doing all right.
Yep. As long as I'm not down there in 12th.
Hey, we're top 10.
Yeah.
That's all we ask.
Yeah.
That's all we ask.
Want to do Athens?
Athens
Want
sounds
to do
great.
a world
We're
tour?
just world tour, yeah.
Yeah.
Travel around the world. I know you've had a lot of different career paths.
Absolutely.
So, looking back now, if you had one that you didn't choose that you would want to do, what would it be?
So, I didn't originally want to be a geologist, as it turns out. My intent, much to my parents' chagrin, is I wanted to be an anthropologist. I was just like, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life, is be out in the field, digging up bones effectively and stuff like that. But my parents said, listen, there aren't many jobs for anthropologists out there. We prefer that you choose a field where you'll be able to get a position, employment. I can't see anything right now. No, we're both inked now.
Blind. There's another column.
Yep.
Oh gosh. Oh, is this the finish line? Okay.
And so I still have this, this desire. I still do it kind of on a hobby basis. I still read journal articles in physical anthropology when they come out, and kind of track those things. So I keep, I don't spend a lot of time looking back over my life saying, maybe I should have done this, maybe I should have done that. But there are times I wonder how my life would have been different had I stayed with and insisted on being an anthropologist rather than a geologist.
Yeah.
I can't complain. I mean, my career's taken me some pretty amazing places and met some pretty amazing people, but it's not the same as being in Tanzania digging up, fossils. So.
Okay, so what about soil and rocks fascinates you the most?
That's it's hard to say. As I mentioned earlier, kind of went into geology to begin with because it was kind of like anthropology. I mean, there's still a great outdoor component. I like being outside. Okay, I'm by nature kind of a practical person that likes to do things, and so I was definitely in need of a career that would keep me outside as much as possible. So that's probably part of it as well. As far as why earth science, it's really kind of hard to explain. I think most kids, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you've been around kids, particularly in that 5 to 10 age group, they're all about picking up rocks.
I love
it's
rocks,
something.
yeah.
It's something that every kid enjoys, and I think the people who end up becoming geologists are the ones that never get tired of picking up rocks.
So that being said, do you have a favorite rock? If you had to pick
Oh,
one.
yes, I do.
Oh.
Okay, so it's a mineral,
Okay.
But I do have a favorite mineral. It's the mineral labradorite. So, or labradorite. I've argued with people as to how it's supposed to be pronounced. It's probably labradorite because it's named after the island of Labrador off the coast of Canada. And I think I'm going to leave a banana peel right there for you. Oh, I hit it. Okay. It's a variety of plagioclase, but it has a particular chromatic effect when light hits it, so that it's not just doesn't appear to be one color. When light's not hitting it unusually, it's just kind of a gray, kind of boring looking mineral. But when light hits it, it refracts the light, and you actually get this rainbow coloration. In fact, I carry one in my pocket. I use it as what's called a worry rock. So if I get stressed out, like I do right before classes and stuff, I'll just take it and do this with it. So that's it right now. But if you rotate it in the light, you'll notice it changes color.
Oh yeah, it's got some
So
blue right there.
there's some blue right in through there, and I think there's another one we'll get more green and red. So basically every color of the rainbow, it's caused once again by a refraction of light off the crystal lattices within the mineral itself. So this is another one I haven't done before.
This one is another one that's kind of familiar to me. It's from the Wii. I can't drive with a bike.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It's strategy, making sure I do reasonably well. It's by throwing you off on tracks you already know, by making you drive a vehicle you're not familiar with.
Gotta really get in my head, yeah. Okay, so you being a teacher,
Yes.
you obviously do a lot of teaching.
Yes.
But is there one class that you're like, I really want to take this. I really want to be taught that thing.
Absolutely. So, and I started to sit in and actually audit the course, but one of my weaknesses as a soil scientist is I not actually had a lot of plant science courses. Soil science can be kind of divided into two subcategories, what we call edaphology, which is soil science as applied to a problem, generally growing plants. And then there's pedology, which is I'm interested in soils in and of themselves. I'm really a pedologist, but I kind of realize I have a weakness that I don't know as much about plants.
Okay, here we are, heading into the last lap. Rapid fire, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, what is your order at Starbucks?
Venti iced caramel macchiato with an extra shot.
Very nice. If you could be any animal on Earth, what would you be?
Bear.
What is your favorite color?
Blue.
That's a good one. Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have a younger brother, Ben.
I have an older brother, Ben.
Okay.
If you were a cookie, what kind of cookie would you be?
Cookie. Oatmeal raisin, probably.
Country or rap?
Oh, country.
Name an onomatopoeia.
Yeah. Moo? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's your best friend?
My best friend, Joe Hicks.
What were you afraid of as a child?
Was I afraid of anything? Spiders. I still
Tell
am
me about it, yeah.
terrified of spiders.
Morning person or night owl?
I am a morning person.
Do you have any pets?
Currently, no. That will be changed as soon as I move out of the current rental that I'm in. So.
Oh, I got decimated. Well, clearly, I was very far inferior to your racing skills. But this is a lot of fun. I want to thank
absolutely.
you again for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
I feel like I learned a lot. I took a class, basically.
Yeah.
Make sure to check back next week on Loosely Related to see what we get up to and who we have on the show. Last week in the Lego episode with Adam Bokart, there were a lot of good comments. My favorite was from Spencer Anderson, who said, "Jackson, you are my celebrity crush." Now, I'm not sure I count as a celebrity, but thanks, Spencer. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll read my favorite one next week.